If you saw my post last week about total loss rates hitting a record high, you might be wondering what that actually does to your bottom line. In fact, I got a dozen DMs last week on this exact topic. Now, some of you aren't wondering because you know exactly what it does to your bottom line because you've experienced it. And perhaps you just don't have the term for it, or you've heard the term and you just didn't know what it meant. And the purpose of today's video is to sort of take a financial jargon concept of some kind and explain what it means and help you apply it in case you ever hear it again, or it can help you in conversation. And the concept is called fixed cost leverage. Now, you actually know inherently what this is, again, because you're experiencing it. Now, in a sales growth scenario, it's typically called fixed cost leverage. In a sales decline scenario, it would typically be called deleverage. Okay, so the idea is that some of your costs don't change when volume moves, right? So think rent, management salaries, insurance, some software costs, utilities are usually pretty consistent whether you fix 100 cars or 70. Those costs largely stay the same. Now you can make an argument utilities changes maybe a little bit. I get it, but for the most part stays the same, right? When volume is up, those fixed costs actually get spread across more jobs, and so your net margin, like not your gross margin, but your net margin on each repair actually goes up, even if you didn't improve your gross margin. And that's the leverage working for you, that fixed cost leverage, it's working to your benefit. But when volume drops, like it is right now for a lot of shops and has been for a lot of shops, those same fixed costs now concentrate onto fewer jobs. And each car has to actually carry more of that overhead. And your margin now compresses or shrinks on every single repair that you do. And on a typical shop, let's say you're doing 200K a month, 2.4 million a year-ish, okay? And let's say you're running 56K in fixed costs. So let's just make the math easy. So at full volume, let's say you do 100 repairs a month. I know that math doesn't work very well, but let's just do it for our sake. At full volume, that's $560 per job in fixed costs on those 100 repairs, right? If you now drop that to 85 cars, that's $659 per job in fixed costs per car. So your profitability per car just went down because your fixed cost per job went up. But not because your fixed costs changed, but because the number of cars you did changed. Now, again, you guys get this, right? It's because you're paying the same rent, paying the same office staff, the same everything, and you're making less profit per car. Now you just have a term for it. It's called deleverage. And the math gets ugly very, very quickly in that scenario. And I'm going to show you how ugly on Thursday, so stay tuned. I'm going to give you a tool that helps you see exactly where you stand and how your costs look. So more to come on Thursday. Have a great week.